Hi, Michael Buffer here, and let's get ready for FM Boxing Media.
Frankie Morgan here from FM Boxing Media, brought to you by Red Square Scaffolding. Today I'm joined by Chatham's own, sitting in Chatham at the moment. Caswell, how you?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah,
Yeah, all good, all good. So you texted me earlier. I said whoever wants a Zoom call, we can have a Zoom call today. And we've jumped straight on. Fight
yeah,
announcement coming soon. Is there anything that you can
yeah,
spread with us? Because obviously we're going to keep this interview for you. Is there anything you can let us in on?
yeah. So Frank Arnold was boxing Newman Hussein on Friday the 13th of June, but Frank Arnold's had to retire with injury. So I've stepped in on 4 weeks notice to fight Newman Hussein for the Southern Area title on the 13th of June. So yeah, big news.
Yeah, obviously a massive fight for you, Southern area, something you've wanted for a little while. Obviously fell a little
Yeah,
bit short on the last one, but you wanted to go in there on short notice and go in and do the job, really.
yeah. I found out that he pulled out, and I said straight away to Adam, my trainer, I was like, "Get me that fight." Get
Yeah,
me that far. I'm confident in it, and yeah, I wanted to get straight back at title level. It's been like what a year and a bit since I fought for it. So I think the timing's perfect now to jump straight back in and go one better.
yeah. So 4 weeks notice. So anything that makes you need to push harder in training, or are you always in camp, always staying half ready just for that call up?
Yeah, yeah, I'm always ready. Yeah, I was boxing June the 25th anyway, so it's actually not even that big of a deal really. The short notice, I was already fit. I've already boxed twice this year anyway. I
Yeah,
boxed February on the top tier show with Johnny, and I boxed at Chelsea. So activity wise, I'm good. So yeah, I had no trouble stepping in short notice.
yeah. We obviously have to touch on that Chelsea show because I remember DMing you before saying interview. We're definitely going to get one, and then there's a
Uh,
few little problems in the changing room. A few people didn't want us doing interviews. You got your one in with
yeah,
my mate John from JMS. He got in early before the rules come about.
uh,
But
it's the
that night,
weirdest shot I've ever boxed on. I think.
yeah, it was a bit of a mad one. I weren't sure what I
Yeah.
was expecting, but I weren't expecting what actually happened.
Well, I told everyone it was like some executive suite, and it turned out to be like look like a car park. So yeah. I was telling everyone when I was on the up, this ain't what you think when you turn up. So don't blame me.
So I found it mad that there was 15 bars around us, but we had to go upstairs to get a beer. That was the only.
I just felt it took 15 minutes to get to the ring. I had to walk down about 4 flights of stairs.
Obviously, Roy Jones there, back in the opposite corner. How did it feel having a legend of the sport half going against you that night?
Yeah, I didn't even see him to be honest. But no, it was good. It was a good show, like Talk Sport and that. I thought like, oh, it's a good show to be on. And yeah, I've been on two good shows this year, really. Like Johnny does them well over at Top Tier. I love these shows, and then I jumped on at Talk Sport. So yeah, I'm just getting on good shows at the moment and keeping active, which is the main thing.
Yeah, so obviously activity is key, especially when you're going for another Southern Area title. Is this
Yeah.
main step for this year, or do you want to be pushing on to English by the end of this year, maybe even a British?
Yeah, so hopefully I find out if this could be for the English or it actually could be a final eliminator for the English as well, this fight. So yeah, this fight puts me it's such a big opportunity. Not only is it for the Southern area, but it's got bigger rewards at the end of it as well. If it is for the English or if it's the final eliminator, the winner's gonna fight for the English. So yeah, it's such a big opportunity and yeah, I'm not get hopefully not looking past this fight. This is a big fight for me, biggest fight of my career again. So yeah, all focused on this one. But yeah, looking at the bigger titles as well.
Yeah, and obviously being Chatham's own, there's you and Tommy Phillips that are repping the area, but
Yeah, ref in the chats. Yeah,
you obviously got a few people that are quite local. Moses Atoma, Carol Atoma. There's a few people around the area, but you two are really repping Chatham, going over the stadium, getting photos with the team.
yeah,
How
yeah. It
in a
was a
football
gutter
club?
because I really thought it was going to happen this year, and it's not worked out. It's supposed to happen in July, and things happen with like the licensing and stuff like that. No fault with Johnny's, and everyone was bang up for it, and it didn't come off, and I was gutted. I was like, I set it up. I spoke about it so much over the year, like it's going to be a stadium show in Chatham, and I spoke about it in every interview, and then when it didn't come off, I was absolutely gutted, and I was like, oh, sort of ruined the plan a little bit, and then this come along, so yeah, in hindsight, just when you wait for the opportunity and that it comes. So obviously it was a gutter at the time not getting the champ fight, but yeah, bigger things happened, didn't it?
Yeah, is that something that might maybe in your mind be not now, but they could get that sorted later down the line? You might fight for your British title there if they manage to get all the licensing sorted by that sort of time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like more time really. Like the license got put in, so it was just timing. So yeah, I think Johnny's gonna aim for summertime next year. So yeah, I've just got to keep winning and winning the big fights, and then it all fall into place. And if Tumi's obviously doing well, and obviously we've got so much local talent, it's going to be bigger even next year. So yeah, it's a gut that's not happening this year, but it's always going to be big whenever it happens. So just got to wait really.
Yeah, because I know Chatham have backed you from the very start. They're obviously always posting when your fights
Yeah,
are coming up and all of that. So is that
yeah, they've been really
ideally
good.
over the next 2 years, is that the dream location, or are you maybe looking to go to an O2 or maybe a stadium elsewhere, or is that the one dream for you at the moment?
Yeah, it would be good to bring boxing back to your hometown. Like obviously the like people from London get to box in London, and where we're from, Kent, we're a bit disadvantaged in that sense. I made my debut at Moat Park in Maidstone, which is like a stone's throw away from where I live, but it's not Chatham, is it? So,
Yeah, yeah, you need to
yeah,
be in your hometown.
exactly. Yeah, so I'm hoping we can get it done like whenever really. But yeah, that's the dream. Yeah, and if not, I'll box anyway. I'm not too fast.
Yeah, so I see your story. Well, Sonny's story just now. You've been sparring with Sonny Hardy recently.
Yeah,
You see, he's got a
yeah.
big fight coming up for himself. Might even be top of the bill on that show. How good is it sparring with someone of the likes of Sonny Hardy?
Yeah, I rate Sonny quite highly. I think he's a great little fighter. We get some good rounds, and we sparred loads over like maybe the last year or something like that. So
Yeah,
since he's been pro, really, we sparred quite a bit, and yeah, he's preparing for June the 20, was it 28th or something, 25th, which I was supposed to be on that show, and then now I'm boxing obviously the 13th. So we're both preparing for fights, and yeah, we're getting some good rounds, and we've got 8 rounds in Monday. We got 6 in last week, and I think we're going to get a few more in before my fight comes up and his fight comes up. So, yeah, bringing each other on is quality sparring.
yeah. So Sonny's obviously got Kevin Mitchell in his corner. Someone that, being
Yeah.
from sort of area, might have grown up watching Kevin Mitchell. Is that do you ever get anything off Kev while you're in sparring? Does he ever give you a little tip, or is it just purely on Adam?
Yeah, just put it on Adam, really. Like Kevin coaches Sonny, but it's always good to have people like that come into the gym because he's been there and done it, and he's worn the t-shirt. So yeah, we get so many people like that come for our gym all the time, and it's always good to see him and if you can get a bit off them, and that is yeah, it's always helpful.
Yeah, and obviously Adam at the moment has got another massive fight coming up this weekend on Sunday.
Yeah,
Liam Forest, you gonna be
yeah,
there?
yeah. I'll be there. Yeah, you.
No, I can't make it. I'm
No, he's still out there.
still out in sunny
Yeah, he's
Spain.
out there.
Yeah,
No,
Johnny,
yeah, I'm gonna be there. Yeah,
I see
yeah,
Johnny the other night at the Johnny Fisher fight, and he gave me that little weird look. Why are you not coming? Why are you not there? But I was a Zoom call with Johnny as well for the day after the.
yeah,
But you got any
yeah,
info
yeah.
on
I
Liam?
like Johnny shows. I think they're quality. Yeah. So Liam's boxing. What's his name? Ozzy Osbourne, and it.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, it should be a good fight. Again, Liam's game. Like I think he's only had 3, 4 fights, but he's proper old school. Like he takes the tough fights early on in his career, and more people should do that. Do you know what I mean? He's not afraid of stepping in against unbeaten fighters. And in his last fight, he boxed at Osgood, got a draw, and then he stepped in because Osgood pulled out. He's proper an old school fighter, and I love his attitude. And yeah, I'm confident he can bring back the win.
Have we got any insight on how Liam's training's been going? Obviously, you're always with him. You're with him nearly every day.
Yeah,
How much is he
yeah,
smashing it
yeah,
out in the gym?
yeah. We all train so hard at our gym. Like we don't go like ducking and diving in the gym. We train proper hard, and yeah, he's in great shape, and he's more than ready to. I think it's an 8 rounder, so yeah, he's more than ready to do the 8 rounds, or if it goes shorter, go shorter.
Yeah. So at the moment, looking at your record, you've only got the one loss.
Yeah,
Now, is that something that would be more important to you than maybe winning the Southern area, or are you not really too bothered about avenging losses?
yeah, it's a weird one because he missed weight the next fight after and lost the belt, so it was a bit like bit of a pointless fight in a way. Like, yeah, he beat me, but he only made weight for me, and then he didn't make weight again. So it's like, oh, it's one of them ones. Like he moved up to lightweight now, but he's a great fighter, and he boxed really well on the night. So I'm still down at super featherweight, and he's up at lightweight. So yeah, it's more winning the belt than the opponent, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I heard on an interview a couple of months back, you said that it might have been the worst year of your career, but it might be the best when you look at it in the future, because obviously you've gone through all of that and it's helping you push on as a better fighter. Do you still agree with that comment?
Yeah, 100%. Like I lost in February, broke my hand in May in my comeback fight, two operations, and like that 3 month period, I was like, bloody hell, I can't catch a break, and I thought, oh, like just nothing was going right for me, and I had to do. I was in a cast for 2 months, and I had to do all the rehab to get back. But then I boxed again in November, boxed really well, boxed again in February, boxed again in like April. So like I'm just on such a good roll at the moment, and I feel like all that's happened has really helped me and put me in good stead. Like I feel like I'm probably boxing the best I have since I started my pro career, really from the start. So I'm on such good momentum and activity. Yeah, I think it happened for the best. Obviously, I won't want it to happen again. So I said, "Oh, you'll do that again." I was like, "No, fuck that." But nah, yeah, it's put me in good stead, 100%, hundred
Yeah,
percent.
and you're only a young fighter, 24 at the moment, ain't you? 24.
Yeah, 24. Yeah,
And
24.
you've already been through a few wars, you've been through a few tough
Yeah,
fights, but then you've outboxed a lot of people that people might not have thought you'd have outboxed as well as you did. Is your
yeah,
career taking off a lot quicker than you actually thought it would have when you turned over as a pro?
yeah. I don't know. Like, I think what is it? It's going to be my 14th fight during the 13th. And when I think about it, I think bloody hell, I've had 14 fights already. That's quite experience for my age. Like, I thought when you think, oh, we probably had about 6 or 7, but I've had 14 now, so I'm well experienced, and yeah, it's going in the right direction. I think obviously I had the setback last year, and that put a stall to it. Obviously, I wanted to win the Southern area then, and pushing on for bigger and better things this year. But it's all in hindsight, isn't it? And it all works out in the end. And I think that's why I'm so confident in this fight. I just feel like it's made to be. Like I didn't couldn't get a Southern area crack because they were rematching, obviously, and I was waiting my turn and just waiting about trying to get a decent fight. And then Chatham Town thing didn't happen. So I'm thinking, oh, when am I going to get my title shot, sort of thing? And then in like a week, it just turns around, and then you get in a title fight. So I think the timing is just perfect now, and I think you'll see the best of me.
Yes, obviously you've got an opponent that's quite well known in the boxing world for your Southern Area title. Do you ever look at the
Yeah.
opponent before the fight, or are you one of them that go in there and you do what Robert has to do?
Yeah, I watch bits of him. Yeah, you got to watch little bits and that. You don't go in too blind and get in there and everything's a shock. Like you get anything out of the South or an Orthodox, you know what I mean? But yeah, I have a little look at him, and but Adam will look at him mostly and say, look, he does this good. He doesn't do that great, and yeah, so yeah, I know of him. Like, don't get me wrong, I know of him, and then I've seen bits of him, but I'm not obsessed. Do you know what I mean? I won't
Yeah.
watch hours and hours of him boxing. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, and obviously you're a massive ticket seller. Everyone knows that. They've heard the noise at the last
yeah,
few fights. But
yeah,
to let everyone know where you're boxing, when you're boxing, who you're boxing, just as one little
yeah.
message. We'll clip it up. We'll let everyone know where to buy tickets.
Yeah, so June the 13th against Newman Hussein for the Southern Area Super Featherweight title. It'll be live on Box Nation, main event, and it's at York Hall. So yeah, come along. Always have great support. Like they turn out in numbers every time. So this one's going to be even bigger. Title on the line. Make sure you're there.
Main event. How good that sound?
Yeah, no, it don't sound too bad, does it?
Now, obviously,
That's all right.
I mentioned to you at the start that you're the first Zoom call guest on the channel.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's not gone too bad. It's all right.
this might not even have any sound on it. We don't know what's going to happen here. I've, I've
We'll
not
have to do it
looked
again in
too.
about a week's time.
I've actually just sat in there. One of my mates got him to answer a Zoom call, recorded it, made sure everything was all good.
Oh,
Set up and
that's
ready.
professionalism, that.
But obviously, last time I see you was meant to do an interview. You got your next fight
Yeah,
coming up, Warren Boxing Management. What do you reckon? I think we're overdue a little sit down in person, ain't we, after the fight?
yeah,
Some area
yeah.
title
Get
over
down
your
there.
shoulder.
Get down there. 100%. Yeah, nice one, mate.
No worries. So we get a nice little photo, me and you holding the southern area. And then
Yeah,
we'll
sounds wicked, mate.
look onto the English and British by the end of next year. Hopefully see all of the belts around your waist.
Yeah, and then a nice homecoming at Chatham finally happens.
Yeah, that'll be Johnny. We'll send a little message to
Yeah,
Johnny. Yeah, get it done. Get it done, Johnny.
yeah.
To
He's
me
on
and
it. He's
Robert.
on it.
To me and
Yeah,
Robert. We need a main event, co-main event.
yeah, definitely.
But
100%.
Robert, thank you very much for your time. And we'll get
Nice
this
one, mate. Thank
out.
you.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
Cheers, mate.